Welcome to episode 35 of Bee's Travelogue. Monday morning, I was still feeling a little bit sick from the night before, but we wanted to make the most of the morning. We went to the memorial where I had been before and then went to the buffet restaurant Cuckoo. The selection in this restaurant is truly amazing. There were many different soups, salads, barbecued meats, all sorts of stir-fried foods, and then of course desserts and cakes. I tried seaweed soup for the first time and a little bit of a lot of other things, while my mom and daughter really had fun trying out a lot of the food. I had to go to work at 2 o'clock, so we took the bus back. They spent the afternoon by themselves, and then in the evening, my daughter and I went for a walk in the park. It had rained a little bit in the evening, so everything was wet and shiny, and there was some fog in the air, which added to the atmosphere. All the lights and buildings looked really pretty in this nighttime foggy atmosphere. We talked and then headed back to the apartment building. I was staying in my own apartment while they had an Airbnb right above. On Tuesday morning, we took the bus fairly early to go to Dongbu Market. We were so early, the market was not fully open yet, and it was very cold. It had been a chilly night, so we decided to walk to stay warm, and the cathedral didn't look too far away, so we headed in that direction. Along the way, we saw some trees in full bloom, and then found this area with very old containers that were very rusty and bad for the environment. The cathedral was very pretty up on the hill. I had seen it many times from the bus and wanted to go, but hadn't had an opportunity so far. From outside, we had a very good view over the city. There were several statues and a platform that let us get close to the edge. Inside the church, we found the elevator that took us to the top of one of the towers. From there, we had views through very dirty windows, but we were very high up and could see quite far despite the cloudy weather. When we came back down from the tower, we ran into the pastor, a woman, who invited us into the church. But we just took a quick peek and a picture, and then we had to leave again. We were going to meet my boss and his wife for lunch. We walked back to Dongbu Market and then took the bus for a very special lunch at a very Korean restaurant. Afterwards, they took us to a cute little coffee shop where we had dessert and fun conversation. I had to go to work, but after work, we met my friend Asia at Oscar's, a little bar in Namak. Wednesday morning, we took the bus to Mokpo and walked quite far to get to the Natural History Museum. It was a little bit drizzling and overcast. That's why we decided to go to a museum and spend the time indoors. Outside the museum, workers were cleaning the fountain, and we saw lots of animal statues and beautiful gardens. Inside were 3 floors of natural history exhibits, including stones and dinosaurs. There was another part of the museum where we weren't sure if we were allowed to take pictures that had more about the history of Namak and Mokpo. After we left the museum, we headed to eat lunch and then we split ways. I took the bus back to Namak while my family took the bus to Mokpo to explore further. On Thursday, we finally had blue sky again. We left home early and took the bus to Mokpo and went to the History Museum. This is the old Japanese mansion and also the tunnels behind the building. I had been here once before with Asya, but this time I was able to take better pictures. We then climbed the stairs behind the building to where I had seen the stage performance during the Cherry Blossom Festival, and found another area I had not been to before with a beautiful overlook over Mokpo. It was really pretty weather, sunny and warm, and we had fun hiking around the mountain. We found the statue of my friend Lee Shin again, and then from there went up to try and find the temples on the mountainside. We went around the left side of the mountain and had a view over the river, some statues, and found a different temple I had not been to before. There was a monument to the Mokpo song that is very famous in South Korea. We were at the southeastern edge of Yudal-san, the mountain in Mokpo, and had a wonderful view of the entire city below us. The mountain is sort of at the very edge of the peninsula, and the city wraps around it from the south, east, and north. Once again, you could see how colorful and pretty the old Mokpo was. I really hope the city will preserve the old town and make it a national historic site that tourists can visit and locals can enjoy. We had a lovely time climbing around the mountain and finally came to the same temple I had been to before, where I had been attacked and stung by a bee. My mom really loved the big bell in this building and wanted me to take her picture next to it. We then found the building where the bees were, and this time there was actually a sign on the wall that said, "Beware of bees." And here's a video of the bees just flying around the roof there. We were cautious and kept our distance, and here is my beautiful daughter in front of one of the buildings. Our way down took us past beautiful roses until we reached the center of Mokpo in the shopping area, and from there we took the bus back so I could work. At nighttime, I showed them the rooftop of my building from where we could see all of Namak below us. We also started packing for our trip to Seoul the next day. Please join us on our adventure to the capital of South Korea. Thank you for watching.